Konnichiwa, Miyamoto desu.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. We'll start today's Nintendo Direct with the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. Tomorrow, September 13th, marks 40 years since the launch of Super Mario Bros. In Japan. We got here because so many people have played. Thank you all very much. The Mario games have been supported by evolutions in digital technology and gaming consoles. Additionally, Mario has taken on many different designs in the artwork. At the Nintendo Museum, which opened in Kyoto last year, we've created an art gallery that displays character illustrations drawn during the development of different games. There are also illustrations and pixel art from the Mario series. Also, from now through next September, the ticket for admission will change to the design shown here. And starting this December, we're planning a 40th anniversary light display. You'll still need a reservation to enter the museum, but we hope those visiting will check it out. On top of that, earlier in May, following Japan and Hollywood, we opened the third Super Nintendo World theme park at Universal Epic Universe in Orlando, Florida. We hope you can experience the world of Super Mario in real life. Next is more news about Kyoto. We'll be supporting the Kyoto Marathon, which will take place next February. Since its inception in 1985, the Super Mario series has been running for 40 years, thanks to everyone's support. But this time, Mario himself will be cheering on the runners. This is the race bib that the runners will wear, which has the Nintendo logo on it. We'll be supporting in other ways as well. If you're interested in marathons, why not take the opportunity to run through Kyoto? Also, coming next spring, please take a look at this.
Alright, guys, I'm coming. They're gonna be pissed at us.
The name of the new movie that Nintendo and Illumination are producing together is the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
That's crazy.
What kinds of adventures do you think Mario and his friends will have in space?
So welcome on in to anybody that's just coming in.
The main event of the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. Let's also hear some remarks from the movie's co-producer, Chris-san, from Illumination.
Chris-san.
Thank you, Miyamoto-san. As we celebrate Mario's 40th anniversary, it's an opportunity to reflect on the 4 decades of creativity, imagination.
I feel like it was known that they were going to start off with the movie stuff just because it's a little bit like way to ease into it, right?
From its groundbreaking world building to its iconic characters and
where can I get that
music,
mushroom lapel pin? Where can I get it?
Impact on the very
hey, yeah, you guys let me know if the audio is okay when you guys come on in.
Illumination feels so fortunate to continue our collaboration with Nintendo as we expand the life of Mario in movies. And while the Super Mario Galaxy games are the core inspiration for our story, this next film holds surprises for fans of every Mario era.
Notice the peach plush behind him.
Michael Jelinek and Aaron Horvath, along with the extraordinary team of artists at our studio in Paris, are very busy working to deliver a film that aspires to earn its place in the history we're here to celebrate.
You see Bowser playing the piano in the background.
Returning to compose a score that blends together musical themes from Mario's incredible game heritage. And we're also thrilled to welcome back Chris Pratt as Mario.
Go figure. They weren't going to change that.
Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach.
She was really good, actually.
Charlie Day as Luigi.
He was really good, actually.
Jack Black as Bowser.
We knew he would be amazing.
Keegan-Michael Key as
I wasn't a
Toad,
huge fan.
and Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek.
He could do the entire
And
cast.
as we continue to make progress on the Super Mario Galaxy movie, we look forward to sharing more with you in the future. And until then, thank you, and back to you, Miyamoto-san.
Thank you,
Oi.
Chris-san. I'm also involved in the production every day, and I'm enjoying it. It's a movie worthy of the 40th anniversary. Please wait a little longer for its release.
Notice how the 40th
While you're
anniversary,
waiting, I have something I'd like to show you.
it's a little bit
Please
golden
take a look at this.
instead of like the red. You know, they've had like yellow, they've had red. Super Mario Bros. 40, holy. All right, let's see it. Super Mario Galaxy. What other two games, right? They're gonna package them in. Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. I have never played these games. Isn't that nuts? Beautimous. So, clearly, gonna be able to finally get this on the Switch. Shambler says, hot damn, a direct. Yes, sir, we got the direct right here. This one's an hour long, Sham. They never do this an hour long. Ever. But yeah, Shambler, I didn't play Mario Galaxy. Also, can you let me know if the audio's okay? Sham Wheezy. Yeah, I didn't play these games. Clearly it's time. Clearly it's time. He said, isn't this already on the special edition cartridge? Wasn't it just Super Mario Galaxy 1? So this is a pack-in that has both games, and it's probably for Switch 2, like exclusive. Maybe Switch as well, but... Thanks for having my back, man. For saying the audio sounds good. So yeah, it's funny because Galaxy, I don't know a whole lot about Mario Galaxy's inner, just the lore, if you want to call it that. You know, I wouldn't have known the story and everything. I know who Rosalina is. Goodbye to those we met on this journey. I will cherish the memories forever. To those we will meet on the next journey. Hello. You have the cartridge that has Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. Yeah, the triple thing. So it does look like it will be for Switch, like Switch 1. So Switch family of systems in October, and that is cool. I like the Rosalina sitting down amiibo.
That's right. It's the games that share the movie's title. Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. Okay, I'll turn it over to the original director for Super Mario Galaxy, Koizumi-san.
Man, it's so worrying about Shigeru Miyamoto. Yeah, people will buy that just to be collectible. It's like the triple pack. I need to let Tui out.
Released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. First, the two games you just saw.
Yeah, just because they saw what happened to the triple,
Mario's adventures would be like in space.
the Mario
The
35th,
planets have gravity.
whatever that was
Seeing
called,
Mario
the
not
triple
fall
pack
off
of them.
while upside down was very impressive, even as a developer. The second game
But they
also
typically
returned
do.
15 years after its original
On a
release
Nintendo
on
Direct, they start out like this.
In Rosalina's library, you can read a storybook. It's now
You
in
gotta
both
start,
games.
I mean, it's not a
And
week
also
announcement, you just gotta start on like the trend of,
We hope
we're gonna
you're looking
ease
forward to
into
that
it.
as well.
If they announce a new Star Fox, I'm buying a lottery ticket and I will
The storybook
gift the winnings to someone.
will be available
Who's
as a
in the
real-life
stream.
product.
I will. If they announce Star Fox.
The new pages I mentioned won't be included, but more details, including the release time,
Yep, Sham, look at that.
will be available
More
on the
collectible
My
stuff.
Nintendo Store
Nintendo's getting
website
great
later
at
today.
this.
So please check that out. Super Mario Galaxy plus
Yeah,
Super Mario
new
Galaxy
Star Fox
2
would be.
will launch on Nintendo Switch.
Here it is.
But you can play these games on Nintendo Switch too.
Okay, so
Many
they've...
other Mario titles are also available on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
So if there's one you haven't played yet, why not take the opportunity to try it?
They're like, why not transition to Switch 2 and play it
Let's introduce some other Mario games coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
with 60 frames? But yeah, here we go. So this is Switch 2, you guys. They said Switch 2. Look, and there's the logo. So this is not any Switch 1. All right, is it Striker? No, it's Tennis, you guys. I really loved the first Mario Tennis, man. It was the greatest.
The latest entry in the Mario Tennis series is hitting the court on Nintendo Switch 2.
That was so funny how I was like,
Mario Tennis Fever.
Fever.
Use top spins,
Oh, it looks so
slices,
much like Tennis Aces.
lobs, and other familiar shots.
It looks very much like Tennis
Now, you
Aces.
can also slide and use other fancy footwork with new
I don't think that's good.
defensive maneuvers.
But yeah, Shambler loves Mario Tennis.
And
Oh, here's the gimmick.
swing into action with new equipment called Fever Rackets.
Fever Rackets.
People rally going to build up your fever gauge. Then unleash a fever shot. Freeze the court with the ice racket.
I got a fever, and the only cure
Summon
is
mushrooms that shrink
tennis.
your opponents using the mini mushroom racket.
So of course, sticking
Or
with the new
duplicate
Donkey Kong
yourself
design.
with the shadow racket.
Why
There are
wouldn't they?
30 fever rackets, each with their own abilities. Pair them with 38 playable characters.
Peach, my
the
love.
most in series history to find your own strategy.
You get to play as Luma. I don't think you could do that in
See the
Aces.
game modes being served up. A talking flower provides
Dude, why is it the talking
commentary
flowers? I
in
hate
tournament
those.
mode.
But you get to play as
Aim for
Blooper.
the top by completing different objectives in the Trial Towers mode.
Trial Towers.
Matches with unexpected
Yes,
rules
Waluigi,
in
the king of
mix-it-up
tennis.
mode. Even some where you'll experience wonder effects.
Wonder sequence, dude.
In the online modes,
All right, time to
choose
play this
between
high.
casual play with customizable
Just like I did
roles
Mario
in
Wonder.
Online room, or go for glory in
Boom.
ranked matches. You can even gently swing your
Man,
Joy-Cons
Shambler, if
and
you had the
controller
Switch 2,
like
we
a
could play
racket
this
for a
together.
more authentic experience in swing mode.
Me and Wally love playing the Mario Tennis though online.
Encountering monsters on a remote island.
It's gonna be a story mode.
Friends are transformed into babies. kicking
Baby
off a
Wario
series
and
of
Baby Waluigi.
unexpected events in the game's adventure mode.
I can't believe it.
With their tennis skills gone, the babies will need to learn how to play.
Oh my gosh.
And
Dude, there's
defeat
gonna
the
be Baby
monsters to
Waluigi.
return to normal.
That is crazy.
Mario Tennis Fever launches on Nintendo Switch
Excuse me.
2 February 12th.
February 12th. All right.
That was Mario Tennis Fever.
I got a fever, and the only
It
cure
features familiar tennis gameplay.
is Mario
Unique to
Tennis.
this latest entry are fever shots, which change depending on your racket. There are plenty of other modes as well. So please
Waluigi's
look
so
forward
hot.
to it. Please take a look at this.
Please take a look. All right, what do we got? Super Mario Brothers 40th. The whole first half. No, I hate you, Wonder Flowers.
What'll it be?
Wow!
I don't like stuff like this, dude.
Multiplayer mayhem is coming to the Flower Kingdom in Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo
The
Switch,
Switch 2 edition. I don't like stuff like this.
Plus meetup in Bella Bell Park.
Okay, great. So now I gotta spend like, you know, what is it gonna be?
large plaza
$1 billion.
has been discovered in the Flower Kingdom.
Back to zero, what's
Bella
going
Bell
on?
Park.
Sorry, I'm listening to what they're
Here,
saying
you
about
can enjoy a
Bella Bell
variety of
Park.
attractions that
Let's
let
see.
you team up with or work against friends and family. Let's go over some of the things you can do.
What do you guys think about this? It's like we just had Super Mario Brothers Wonder
Coins to win.
on Switch 1.
Collect coins as you make your way through the course.
What was that, 2023?
And don't miss your
Back to Zero
chance
says,
to
how much
get
have I
rich.
missed? We are... Dang it, it doesn't have a progress bar. So we're 15 minutes in.
Use items
They
to
announced
duke
that the
it out.
movie is indeed Super Mario
Dodge
Galaxy.
attacks and try
That's
to
the movie. There's going to be a new Mario Tennis for Switch 2. Only Switch 2.
Run and hide in
This. There's going to be Baby Wario and Baby Waluigi in the Mario Tennis.
Players get to transform and hide.
So they announced this. This part is cool. Yeah, Shambler said, I love these style of games, though.
Pass the bomb to each other so it doesn't explode.
See, I like this stuff, but now I have to pay, you know, unless I can only pay like $10 maybe to upgrade mine to a Switch 2.
While your friends run across them.
Because what I don't like is when they come out, let's say, with like Mario Kart the Switch 2 edition or something, like I'm just using a random example, and they add like 1 or 2 things, and I gotta pay for the whole game again. You know what I mean?
Then 1, 2, 3, jump.
It's giving New Super Mario Bros. DS. Yeah, Mario Wonder always kind of had that, and look at that. Just the look and feel of it.
Grab your friends and family for multiplayer fun in Bella Bell Park.
So Bella Bell, it's going to be very like Mario Party meets this game, but back to Zero, they also did announce a Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 package that you can have on Switch 1 or Switch 2. Like a packaged cartridge that can play them both.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Meetup
Spring.
in Bella Bell Park, launches on Nintendo Switch.
See, they're teeing us up for the 2026. You know, we're going to get a little bit of these 2025s, but most of this today I think is going to be 26 and beyond, you know.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder is getting a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Nintendo Switch
As
2
its name
edition.
implies, meet up in Bella Bell Park.
I don't know, man.
Options to enjoy.
It depends what
Also
it
adds other
costs.
New content, so stay tuned for more details in the future.
Okay.
About these chatty characters.
No, I hate these.
Was it something I said?
Yes.
Talking flowers. We actually made them.
We kind of look alike, huh?
Oh, I would kill this toy. I'm gonna burn it.
Sometimes they'll talk on their own, just like that. These talking flowers can make everyday life a little more
Dude, I hate talking flowers. I'm gonna grab one of these. My friend in middle school burned a Furby alive. I'm gonna do that with the talking flower.
Part of this presentation.
Dang it, I just missed what he said because I was yelling about the flower. Okay, so it's more Mario. Back to Zero said, is this gonna be all Mario? I think the first half is certainly gonna be.
On the island where Yoshi and his friends live.
Man, I loved Yoshi's story. Come on.
Named Mr. E suddenly falls from the sky.
Mr. E, Mr. Encyclopedia.
Looks like the
That was my
book has
grandfather.
Information within its pages about unusual creatures.
Honey Badger and the Witness, what's up?
But
Sorry, I'm
you
listening.
can't actually see what's written down. So Yoshi jumps in to help investigate.
Sometimes they do make these Yoshi
Study
games.
This flower-like creature.
They're supposed to be wholesome, you know? But sometimes they're just it's a little bit too much, isn't
Found
it?
it right away.
That is cool. It looks like a storybook,
Tastes kind of sweet.
you know?
You can carry this creature on your back. Touch flower buds with it, and they'll bloom.
I don't know, man. It looks so cute. It looks so wholesome and
As you
stuff,
wander
but
through the book, you'll make all sorts of discoveries about the creatures you find.
am I gonna play this, you know?
Those discoveries will be written down.
Let's face it, I probably will.
We found some dandelions. Touch
Yeah.
them, and they'll scatter in the air.
So Shambler, the...
Oh no, that creature is stuck. It seems like
Sorry,
the
you guys, I'm not
dandelions
used to
can
not
absorb
talking.
nutrients. Oh, they can even cause rocks to crack.
The honey badgering, that was really sweet of you, saying you wish that I did the voiceover. Let's see.
It looks like there are still lots of unusual creatures residing within the book.
It's cute and all, you know?
A page.
This is
turning
exactly what it
adventure
is. It's
awaits.
exactly what you'd think it is. It looks very much like you're reading a storybook and stuff.
Yoshi
yeah,
and the
Shambler, it's a
Mysterious
new
Book
Yoshi game.
Launches on Nintendo Switch
And the Mysterious
2
Book.
next spring.
They're very good at making a stylized Yoshi, you know? They had Yarn Yoshi and
A
stuff
new
like
game
that.
Starring
Let's see
Yoshi
what it
is
says.
on the way. The game takes place within a mysterious book. You'll make discoveries and encounter all sorts of things as you're exploring.
Okay, forgive me, you guys. While they're talking, I'll say hi to all of you and everything. But yeah, Shambler, that game was Super Mario Wonder plus the extras. So it's sort of like when they released that Mario Party Jamboree plus Jamboree TV. It's just another one of those, but for Mario Wonder. And Mario Wonder came out in 2023 in the fall. I just, I don't know, man. It's kind of this like money grab or something.
Nintendo Switch.
Okay. So these are games that'll be Nintendo Switch and Switch 2.
It's time to storm into Cryptica.
Okay, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm not crazy about third-party announcements usually, unless it's kind of the bigger, you know, Sonic, Marvel, you know, whatever it may be. D-Ness, what's going on? So if you guys don't mind, I will talk over these unless somebody's like, no, I really want to hear about this game. You know, you guys can tell me if you really want to hear about it. But Yeah, so Chandler said he's going to send me a talking flower now. If you do, friendship over. Honey Badger and the Witness, thank you so much again. You know, that was very nice of you. I couldn't speak my mind fully until they got done with that part. So yeah, back to zero. It does look like we're kind of already done with the Mario portion, unless the final announcement is like a new 3D Mario. I could see it going that way. So I would love to actually know what y'all's thoughts are in the chat. You know, I've got people on Twitch and YouTube today. If anybody wants to speak up, feel free to tell me. You know, my hope is a Star Fox game. This looks like Tamagotchi ripoff. Animal Crossing Tamagotchi. They did a good job with their water, though. Look at it. Dinkum. I don't know. This seems like something I would play to roast, but yeesh. But yeah, so I'd be curious what you guys want to see as, like, what do you think's going to be the big final announcement, you know? Or just do you have predictions here? Because I haven't really gotten to hear a lot of y'all's predictions yet, either on my Discord or otherwise. Let's see, Back to Zero said, I mean, main third-party game is Hollow Knight Silk Song. I think if they don't make a Silk Song announcement here, what are they doing, you know? Is Nintendo falling off?
Plus, up to 4 friends can build and explore.
That's a joke, of course.
Local or online co-op.
See, that would be fun to play an online co-op Shambler or something. Let's get Wally and make our own little Dinkum Island.
And a demo will be available later today.
All right, well, there's a demo later today. Okay,
Embark on a colorful adventure.
Colorful adventure, not Silk Song, eh? How many of you guys have played Silk Song? But yeah, ultimately, yeah, Shambler's like, yes, co-op. Yeah, they. It's funny because sometimes Nintendo's first party themselves don't have a lot of those online co-ops that are like so obvious, right? So then these third parties come out and they're all like, a lot of them are just these, I don't know, they feel kind of shovelly to me. Just sort of shovelware poopy games and stuff. But, you know, they have the online co-op. It's like, dude, come on. Good games with online co-op, please. That's why if there's a new Star Fox, I keep wanting to say StarCraft. Star Fox, which is what I'm praying for. You guys, I'm praying. I don't think they're going to announce it, though. It's just like something in me just feels pessimistic about it because we've had to wait so long, I think. But please announce Star Fox. If they announce Star Fox, I'm getting a lottery ticket and I will pay out the winnings to you guys. Someone in the stream will be a lucky winner. Yeah, Honey Badgering the Witness says, is Pikmin still around? So they did just come with Pikmin 4. That was also in 2023 in the summer. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we want to see.
Here, on this small
Here we go, Tamagotchi life. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
Each living their own carefree lives.
When is the game coming out?
Yes, when is the game coming out?
Let's take a look at what's happening in the Tomodachi life, living the dream game.
Yes. Okay, you guys, there's gonna be an analyzing video later today.
You're in charge of this island. You can create new characters of anyone you'd like living here.
Please, like, makeup stuff, please.
Base them on a friend.
Man, look at that hair.
A family member. Or even yourself.
Not
Once
myself.
You've chosen their personality and voice.
Yes.
Your me is good to go.
They have a simple and a custom mode. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Characters you create will enjoy their island life however they see fit.
Maracas. There's the fart again. Man, look at them anime.
Wonder what's up.
I'm so hungry.
Food for thought.
Yum.
Enjoy.
We're gonna feed them. It's like Tamagotchi now.
Looks like that hit the spot.
So that Mii's name is Alice. She was the one we saw
This Mii
huge.
looks bored all by their lonesome.
Oh my gosh.
Someone needs a pick-me-up.
Yeah. We thought you could pick them up and drop them.
A sharkle with a Grampy. Oh, blap.
Okay, so they're gonna have these
They
friendships
really
with
hit
each
it
other.
off, all thanks to this meetup.
Amazing. Amazing.
This is just a small slice of the life here on the island. Stay tuned for more information in the future.
The in-zappers. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Yes, we can force them to talk to each other. It's so great.
We interrupt to bring
I gotta
you
hear
some
this.
breaking news.
When's it coming out,
It's
please?
just in. Following previous reports
2026?
of a 2026 release date,
Tell me,
we
tell
can
me.
now confirm that Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, launches next spring.
Spring of 2026! Girls, we are back! Spring of 2026 is gonna be nuts.
There was breaking news in that trailer. Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, will
Oh.
launch next spring.
Yes. Yes, there he is, as a little me.
Please wait a little longer for this new dream life.
Okay.
Next up are games heading to Nintendo Switch 2.
Alright, so this is
including
Switch.
some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
So Switch 2 and some of them will be Switch 1 or whatever. You guys, that was amazing. Oh, we're gonna talk about that after. Oh my gosh.
These games.
Yeah, Shambler said it's gonna be a big seller. Back to Zero said, oh, totally.
And choose your fighter in this totally
I hope so. You know, Tomodachi Life is the niche hit, right? It's sort of a niche thing, but a lot of people knew it and a lot of people loved it.
2000s, including arcade, console, and
So I hope it does. But yeah, Honey Badger and the Witness is like great. More Sims characters that I can forget about. And they starve. Please no. Yeah, I wonder how much you gotta feed them. Like, how hungry do they get? Dude, I'm so glad. Tomodachi Life. Living the dream.
footage and exclusive interviews with the original creators.
That was one of the announcements I needed.
When
You know, we can check that off, you guys.
Legacy Collection launches digitally on Nintendo Switch.
So yeah,
2
they've had a lot of
October 30th.
Mortal Kombat collections. It's cool and all, but damn.
Experience
I
the
think people
first
expected
game in
this.
Final Fantasy VII Remake
Yeah.
Trilogy.
I think people expected Final Fantasy VII, the remake ones, to come on here.
Cloud Strife.
Oh, Shambler.
Member of Shinra's elite soldier
I think if they do a Pikmin thing, it's gonna be like some kind of like spin-off, like smaller Pikmin game.
Hero Sephiroth, who
I would love
supposedly
Pikmin
died in
5,
past
but-
mission, suddenly appears.
Forgive me, you guys. I'll turn it up if we see something
Is now in
crazier than this. I know, Final Fantasy VII. I've never played Final Fantasy VII, you guys.
launches on the Nintendo
The only
Switch
Final Fantasy I've played is
22nd.
X and X2.
Save
10,
the world
10-2.
from malicious machines in this action
Yes, linked Banner of the Spark. This is what I was waiting for, you guys.
robot allies.
But
Collect resources.
yeah, Shambler said they did a spin-off game for Splatoon, so I could see it. But yeah, you guys, this is what I wonder, you know, back to Zero Shambler, you guys were saying it's going to be a big seller. I agree that it's going to be a seller. I just hope it will be the big seller because it is also for Switch 1.
Can team up with friends.
And so that fact is like, will it be a Switch 2 seller? So that's maybe what I should have reiterated because you guys are right. It could be a big seller with Switch 1 too. But I was just thinking, you know, what are they going to do to keep the momentum of Switch 2 rolling? That's, I think, one of their goals here, right? So, we'll see how they do it, you know. Right now, there's not a lot that's exclusive to Switch 2 that's like you must have so far from this Direct, I mean. I'm not saying they don't have games, like, you know, Donkey Kong Bonanza was incredible, Mario Kart World and stuff. We got Kirby Air Riders coming up soon. I think Metroid Prime's probably going to get a segment on here, you guys, but we're already halfway done with the Direct, which kind of sucks. I feel like there's maybe like 2 bigger announcements left, and then just a bunch of kind of little or medium, you know? And we'll see what happens. But I'm getting sad. It's going too fast. You guys like the Zelda mug? I don't think we're gonna get Zelda news. Unless it's either a spin-off small thing or the movie. You know, the Zelda movie. So, we'll see if they talk about that at all. This part looks cool, but you know that we're about to see the gameplay and it's just gonna be like... Sorry to whoever loves this game.
You know me, headmistress.
This is just all the stuff that I kind of ignore during the directs usually, you know? And then they randomly throw Tomodachi Life in there and I'm just like, wait, turn up the volume. That Tomodachi Life, there's gonna be so much to analyze in just that little 1 to 2 minutes they showed.
World of Greek myth in Hades 2.
Yeah, Hades, because that wasn't Hades on... I don't know if they did Hades 2, but I know Hades was on like Xbox and all that, but... Don't remember if there was a Hades 2, and again, I kind of don't care about this stuff, I'm sorry. I know someone out there is going to be like, what? This is the best thing ever.
Cast a binding circle to ensnare your enemies and gain the upper hand. Along the way, the gods of Olympus will grant you new skills and abilities.
All right. So what are you guys thinking? You know, what is left? We have 30 minutes. Does anybody have any thoughts? Like, are we going to see the big Mario game at the end? Is that the big kind of announcement? You know, there's going to be that, like, one final thing. Please take a look. And then it's going to be the big announcement. That'll be at the end. I think Metroid Prime is going to be the next kind of first-party Nintendo thing that we're going to see here. Just a guess. Oh, if there's a Star Fox, I am going to lose it. This coffee's going everywhere. Please, Star Fox. Yeah, I figured there would be some kind of Kirby Air Riders thing that's just like, hey, by the way, this game's coming out. Yep. Here, we'll turn it up.
Are also on the way.
That's cool and all, but man, are we gonna go broke
You can train.
getting Amiibo?
Your figure players will level up as they
This is
compete.
so Sakurai-san.
Their machine's proficiency level
You know,
will
that's just like the
also
Smash
increase.
Amiibo. You can like train them and stuff. That's very
Plus,
Sakurai.
With the Amiibo, you can swap riders. Just
What?
like in the game, you can choose your rider and machine.
Okay,
Levels
so you
are
can set your
also
Amiibo to be
transferred
like Bandana on Kirby's Warp Star.
These two new Amiibo
That's
will be
hilarious.
available November 20th, the same day as the game's launch.
Yep.
Be on the lookout for even more Kirby Air Riders Amiibo updates.
Oi,
in the
more
future.
Amiibo.
A second Kirby Air Riders Direct, hosted by the game's director, Mr.
That's
Sakurai,
crazy. They have
is
another
also on the
presentation
way.
in them? Damn. So Sakurai-san is doing it big. As he should. Okay, so Hyrule Warriors, that, you know, I was wrong. Metroid Prime was what I thought would be kind of the next announcement that they would show more of. This game, the problem is Hyrule Warriors, the first one was so dope. I loved it. The second one was not as good, and I think this one's, it's probably going to be on par with that second
Traveling back in
one.
time, Princess Zelda meets the first king of Hyrule.
Don't get me wrong, it looks cool. I
and
love
the queen,
Hyrule Warriors.
Sonia. She joins them to take on Demon King Ganondorf in a conflict that will come to
Yeah,
be known
back to
as
zero.
the Imprisoning War. Take on hordes of enemies as you fight alongside.
Yeah, these games
your
are so
allies.
satisfying to just like whoop insane amounts of enemies at a time. We're gonna play as the Koroks, dude.
Get familiar with your allies' abilities so you know which character to swap to in any situation.
Oh,
Zonai
yeah.
devices can bring water, wind, and other effects to combat.
Yeah, a fire hydrant, a
Make
fan.
strategic use of them to
Let's use
counter
everyday
enemies
items,
and
right, with the
alter
Zonai.
flow of battle.
Boom, baby.
With nearby allies to unleash mighty sync strikes.
Nearby allies. Can we play co-op, please,
Depending on the
online?
pair, sync
Please.
strikes can deal high damage or have a variety of
That'd be
other
so
effects.
satisfying. Please, please. Announce
Invite a friend
online
to
co-op.
Fight alongside you in split-screen co-op.
And
with
online.
Game Share, you can play together on two separate systems, even if only one player has the game.
Yes, that's always great. But online?
Uncover ancient
I don't think
truths
so.
that were only glimpsed in The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
The Tears of the Kingdom.
Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay, so two
Pre-orders begin later today.
two
on
November
Nintendo eShop.
games in the pipeline here for this November. Okay, you guys. Back to Zero said no online for you. This is not Star Fox, clearly.
Right, that's enough for one day. Time for me to head back to the castle.
Is it the Dog Island too?
Not a word about this place to anyone. There's
It's
more
looking like
to
Power
the
World.
world than this island, and we're going to prove it.
We're going to prove
One,
it.
2, 3.
All right, what we got here? Dragon Quest. Okay, so it's gonna be 7.
7 reimagined.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the spirit. Look out, world.
You're right.
Here we
It
come.
looked kind of weak. Here, let's see what they have to say.
That was Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. We hope you're looking forward to the journey ahead in this reimagined world.
I'm not crazy looking forward to it.
Now, we'd like to announce 2 things.
Okay,
First, here's some news about the Nintendo Today smart device app.
we're doing away
The
with
app
it.
continues to deliver all sorts of information about Nintendo
I
games
never
and
use Nintendo
characters on a
Today.
daily basis. And we're adding a new Kirby theme.
Okay.
We're also delivering information regularly about Kirby Air Riders leading up to the game's release.
But yeah, Shambler, it's like a
check that
HD remake.
Secondly, we have news about Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
You're bringing more
Please take a look at
GameCube.
this.
More GameCube games to it, probably.
Coming to Nintendo Classics,
Virtual Boy.
Virtual Boy.
All right, you guys, look at this.
You'll be able to enjoy a collection of Virtual Boy games in stereoscopic 3D.
David Chambers, what's going
while
on?
playing on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
David, thank you so much for being here again
In order
after
to play,
yesterday.
You'll need this
And good morning.
dedicated accessory. This recreates the form of the original Virtual Boy hardware
What?
by inserting a console to play.
Oh my
Both
gosh.
Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch are supported.
So this is obsolete now. Of course, it always
Play
was, wasn't it?
Mario's Tennis.
Because, yeah, Mario's Tennis was so dope. They want my eyes to die.
Pinball,
Yeah, David, I've got my Virtual Boy right here.
Colorado Boxer, and more. The
I only
14
ever played
classic
Mario
games
Tennis.
shown here are planned to be released over time. Virtual Boy, Nintendo Classics.
It was
is
technically
scheduled to
Mario's
launch
Tennis, not
February
Mario Tennis.
17th.
Wow.
The dedicated
Gerard Hutt, what's
accessory
going on?
needed to play Virtual Boy, Nintendo Classics will be available in the future.
Shambler said, I cannot watch this.
A cardboard model of the accessory will also be available.
It's like Nintendo Labo, you guys. Oh gosh, doesn't that look uncomfortable, you guys?
We hope you're looking forward
Oh.
to Virtual Boy, Nintendo Classics. Okay, let's see some more headlines.
It's funny, we hope you're looking forward to this. My whole chat is like, oh no. You know, my eyes hurt already.
Crimson Butterfly soars again.
Well, Shambler, I don't know. I don't think they doubled down on Virtual Boy, but yeah, most people, look at my chat. Well, you guys can't see the YouTube or Twitch if you're on one or the other, but
But when
I'll read them to you guys here while we're doing these third-party announcements. We'll lower the volume, but Shambler was saying Virtual Boy was an epic failure. Back to Zero said, who's giving them ideas? Who's giving them these ideas? Someone needs to stop Nintendo. Shambler said, my eyes already hurt. Honey Badger and the Witness said, nope, automatic fail. I don't know, you guys. It's like, I'm open to it, but I don't want to pay like $80 or whatever this is going to cost, right? Like, isn't this going to cost some extreme amount to get the Virtual Boy, like, Switch 2? You know? I could see that being very expensive. And then you have to, of course, have online plus expansion pass. So, you know, they really are asking for a lot of money from people just to be in the industry. That's the problem, is the video game industry is so much less accessible. It already wasn't very accessible to a wide amount of people, I feel, on a budget, right? If they're on a budget. You know, you had to miss out on games. You had to miss out on accessories.
upgrade your play with the
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these games.
Okay, so we're getting new, upgraded.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition of One Piece.
I didn't even know they had One Piece Warriors. That's
You
crazy.
Face off against more on-screen enemies than ever before as you aim to become.
So I love the Warriors games.
Enjoy camera play and more in Overcooked 2.
Yeah, you get to have
Nintendo Switch 2
they're
edition.
really going in on game
Serve up
chat.
dishes and reactions while
Shambler.
you cook together.
If you want to talk about what they doubling down on, is game chat. They're always trying to get game chat, you know?
Of Stardew Valley. Plus, up to 4 friends.
They're like, hey,
play in split
don't you want to chill by a campfire
and
with game chat?
Up to 4 players can play
But yeah, Chandler was saying it's not worth the eye strain. He said, let me put it this way. Even if they have that, gave that away, I wouldn't want it. If they gave it away, I would try it. But yeah, I'd probably, I would probably hurt.
With physics-based fun.
Even looking at him bending over down on it, it's like, oh.
Craving more to clean?
Power Wash Simulator.
Power Wash Simulator makes its triumphant return with a
okay, back to Zero. When did you get a girlfriend? He said, I need to start a Stardew Valley farm with my girlfriend. Dude, back to Zero. That's amazing, man. When did you get a girlfriend, and why didn't you tell me? You're cheating on me.
Including enhanced soap.
I'm just kidding, by the way. That's awesome, Back to Zero, man. I'm so happy for you, dude. Who wouldn't want to be with Back to Zero, you know what I'm saying? He's hot, he's funny, he knows his ish, and he's like 6'11" or something. Back to Zero's like, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding, man, of course, dude. You know that I got love for you, but obviously in our best buddies way. Best bruh.
Time, up to 4 players can make progress in the campaign together in online.
He said Lamau 6'11". Here, Shambler, do you want to play Power Wash Simulator with me? We could play that online. Let's just power wash the shit out of the church. That's what it. They look like a church, or was it a carnival? All right. I'm trying not to cuss too much today. That's the first time I let it slip. Here you go. Sham, it's the Suika game. Sorry, you guys, I have the volume lower when they do these, like, third-party announcements so I can talk closer to you guys in the chat. Yeah, Shambler said, so far they are not enticing me to buy the Switch 2. That's the problem, is I feel like Tomodachi Life, it's nice because a lot of people are going to be able to access it being on Switch 1, right? But they really need to kind of... They need to be phasing that out quicker, I think, the Switch 1. I know that kind of sounds shitty because it's like, I don't want to... You know, you don't want to, I guess, emphasize that overly, like, what's the word, capitalistic or, like, money-grubbing thing. It's just, they do need people to adopt the Switch 2. And so, you're going to need the software share to back it up. But yeah, Back to Zero is saying, you know, that's what I'm saying. 90% of these games are on Switch 1 as well. And so, that's the truth, you know? Most of the big announcements here, they have put for that. Like, they need this killer software. They need this amazing app, you know? Let's see, is this the Metroid Prime? Yeah, you said not gonna adopt it until there's a must-have game. Okay, so is this the Metroid Prime? I can't quite remember if this is what it looks like. What are we watching? Halo? Yeah, so here you go. It's interesting because it's Tron version of Metroid Prime. It's gonna be Metroid Racing. That's what we're going with, huh? We don't get a new Star Fox, but we get this. I mean, listen, there's still 15 minutes, you guys. Still 15 minutes. So yeah, I don't know. I've never really fully kind of dived into Metroid Prime. Like, we did Metroid... I guess we did the first and the second one, but only for like 5 minutes. Remember that, you guys? When I was doing collect or flip, and we made actually a good profit on them. I ended up like selling them and stuff. It's just I'm a little bit worried, you know. I would want to try like a demo of this game. Yeah, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. It says Nintendo Switch 2 edition. See, that's the thing. It's going to be on Nintendo Switch, like 1. So now we know it's December 4th, so they did need an announcement for that, or a release date for that. The problem is also, if that's going to be their December game, you really would have wanted it to be a Switch 2 thing, right? Like, you know, December's got to be like the big month. This doesn't look like a new Star Fox. Please, new Star Fox, just somebody. I just want it. So yeah, I saw the bananas and thought, Bonanza.
This island is beautiful.
DLC is smashing its way into Donkey Kong Bonanza. This new edition lets you barrel around DK Island.
I think they would have been better served with Mario Kart World DLC. I'm not so sure about this game.
And if you finish the main game story, Void Kong will offer you a position in the ranks of the Void Company.
What do you think? Ready!
Man, you guys, I feel like...
Collect as much shiny green ore as you can in Emerald Rush.
I feel like they really haven't given us something in this direct except for Tomodachi Life, you know? But that was already announced and stuff, and it's a Switch 1 as well. They've got to give us... I mean, what? We have like 14 minutes? Back to Zero hates DK Bonanza with a passion. Wow, man. Yeah, couldn't tell me why. I was about to ask why. I'm surprised to hear that. It was a good game. I thought it mostly couldn't be argued that it was a good game, you know?
There are all sorts to
It's good.
Gain and stack perks.
For me, it's like an 8 out of 10 game because it didn't keep me going too long, you know? Like, I really enjoyed it while I was playing it, but it didn't, like, keep me going, you know? Yeah, David Chambers is saying, you know, very true, better served with Mario Kart DLC. I haven't touched it in a while, and I think, unfortunately, that will be some people until a DLC comes out for it, right?
But fossil and vanadium gem locations stay the same. Refine your winning strategy with each go.
And I like DK Bonanza, you know, it's like, to me, definitively it is a good game. It's just, do we need this? I mean, this stuff is cool, I guess, but...
Plus, you'll get to play Emerald Rush on more layers.
Okay. Hey, what's going on, Dugan? How are you? Sorry, I'm listening to what they're saying for a second here.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I'll say hi again in 1 second.
Emerald Rush paid DLC launches on Nintendo Switch 2
okay.
later today.
So it is available today.
Demo of the main game will also be available on Nintendo eShop
Okay.
later today.
I mean, a demo is good and everything. It's just, again, they really got to come at us right here in these next, what is it? I can't do math. Is that 12 minutes of this direct? They really got to come at us with some kind of Switch 2 thing. So there's got to be a Switch 2 exclusive Mario or please new Star Fox for me.
Please take a look at this.
Okay, what's the big game, man? Paduga 91, you guys. D91, sorry. What's going on, man? How you been? All right, so we got a Pokemon. I think I'm not gonna say too much actually, but I don't think it's Legend ZA, you guys. Just hold on 1 second. You gotta love Pokemon to some degree, but man, I just feel like they gotta step it up with some Pokemon too. I'm just asking for Nintendo to step it up. Back to Zero said Earthbound. Oh no, you're gonna be a Ditto game. It's gonna be a game where you Ditto.
This hand is just waiting to be shaped.
Okay, let's listen to this.
By a Ditto that looks like a human?
No.
And what's that in the grass? Oh, that's Bulbasaur, a grass-type Pokemon.
It's gonna be kind of mystery dungeon, but Ditto. What the hell? Back to Zero said Minecraft? It is.
What's this?
Gerard said, what even is this?
Ditto's got an idea.
This is going to be... What was that Zelda game, you guys? That was Princess Zelda? You got to play as Zelda?
Move, you can make grass grow. Squirtle's water gun.
Yeah, see, it's gonna be like Kirby or like that Zelda game.
Nature flourishes.
Back to Zero said, I don't like this.
So do the Pokemon.
The problem is I'm gonna play this, you know? It's like, you know I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna voice every single Pokemon. Oh my gosh. So is it gonna be just the original 151?
Wood to build with.
I wouldn't have a problem with that, but some people would.
Till the fields and grow delicious crops.
Okay, so there's Drillbur, Sunnow, and Combi.
Build homes.
Honey Badger in the Witness said horrors.
There's so much to do here.
Is there? Because there doesn't look like a crazy amount to do, but I'm actually going to play this. It's like an Animal Crossing now, you know? That's the weird thing is I'm going to play this
no need to
horrifying game.
Go at your own pace.
Oh my gosh.
Have a wonderful space before you know it.
Ditto Crossing. Can you guys believe this game? Okay, what is it called?
Pokopia.
Pokopia. So yeah, it is a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. They had just the Switch 2 logo. We'll listen to this and I'll talk to the chat.
We hope you're looking forward to Pokemon Pokopia, where a Ditto with a human appearance builds a new life with other Pokemon.
Did you notice that the signs even look kind of Animal Crossing?
Information about another Pokemon game, which launches very soon.
Pokemon Legends ZA. So yeah, they're showing off their Switch 2 footage. Again, this is a Switch 1 and Switch 2 game. Like, no one's gonna adopt Switch 2. It's gonna make the sales look like they're slowing down so much, you know? Back to Zero said, I hated that so much. David said, I was hyped for a minute when I saw Pokemon, but now I feel like a kid disappointed on Christmas. Oh no. So here, you guys, I've been playing Pokemon forever, but I am a staunch supporter of Power World. I know some people are like, ugh, thick Power World. It really was a streamlined game. It's more Ark survival, you know, I haven't played that game, but it's more of a survival game. The thing is that you have to make the parallels to Pokemon for obvious reasons. Okay, so here we're gonna get the Mega Evolutions of these ones, these starters. So there you go, man. You're gonna have Greninja. So he becomes like a shuriken helicopter. I'll get to my point later. The Mega Bayonet. See, this game might be cool. I don't know, but I have some thoughts. I'll get back to it with the Power World thing. But yeah, we just had the Mega Evolution for our friend Malamar, you guys. But yeah, so now we have 3 new Mega confirmations here. I think that was implying Zygarde. But yeah, that is October 16th, not too far away.
Mega evolved Pokemon have been discovered in Lumio City, where
here
people
they are.
And Pokemon live. Pokemon Legends ZA launches October 16th.
The Delphox looks pretty neat.
We have one more Pokemon trailer. Please take a look.
I want a Pokemon racing game that's like the anime episode. Remember when the guy's on top of the Electrode and like rolling down the hill and it's like the Rapidash and the Dodrio and stuff? Alright, so what do we got here? It's gonna be more Mega Evolutionists. What in the Sigma? It's like Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y. That is crazy. Dude. Mega Dimension. Pre-orders begin today. So, oh, it's paid DLC. Dude.
Pokemon Legends ZA
what the heck?
is getting paid DLC called Mega Dimension. Raichu has 2 different Mega Evolutions.
Just listening to them.
How do you think they'll perform? More details will be shared in the future. Let's move on to some more headlines.
Okay, more headlines. They have 6 minutes left, but yes, David, that would be a dope racing game.
Ready for some killer fun in the sun?
Okay. Vacation. The vacation game, you know? Isn't it called like Go Vacation? Still no Star Fox, right?
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
You seem pretty out of it.
Yeah, I'm watching this direct.
Originally released over 10 years ago, Danganronpa 2.
I never played Danganronpa. It was harder for me to say than to play, probably. Yeah, so what I was saying about Pal World, though, is just like with Pokemon, it's like Pal World really did streamline what Pokemon could be, you know, for the Legends games at least. I don't think for the main series of games, although I think Legends are now considered mainline Pokemon games, actually, to be honest. But the thing is that it's just like, imagine in Pal World how you could like double jump to then grappling hook, hit a mountain, like fly on that release, do your glider thing. Like you could absolutely traverse the land so much better than in Pokemon. And all the moves didn't take any time at all. So, okay, you imagine in Pokemon, you know, you throw a ball, right? In Pal World, you like throw it and it just happens. Like there's no kind of like cutscene that needs to happen. You sit there and wait and watch it. Unless you want to wait and watch it, right? And so Power World really had that going for it. It also had that kind of real-time battling aspects that Pokemon wouldn't do, as far as trainers being able to like use a gun, or trainers being able to punch the Pokemon. You know, trainers being involved in the fight physically themselves. You know, they're not going to do that. And so, you know, it's a sort of a thing where you do have to distinguish Pokemon and Power World. They are two different kinds of games to some degree. It's just I do think that Power World showed you what Pokemon could be doing about streamlining their processes. When I say streamlining, just making everything kind of easier, fluid. You don't have to sit there and wait for so many things. Like, Pokemon has a ton of waiting where you're just kind of like pressing buttons like, come on, like next thing. And I love Pokemon, dude. Like, you know, the Pokemon Company has asked me to like cast for their tournaments. They've given me free cards, like Pokemon cards. You know, I do love it. I've been with it my whole life. I mean, listen, I'm old, so I've lived a life without Pokemon as well. But okay, let's see what you guys are saying actually in the chat before we get to that. Back to Zero. How do you think they'll perform? Poorly. But yeah, Gerard, you are right. Back to Zero said Mega Raichu's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. But yeah, David, I'm glad you like the, you know, that would be a fun racing game, eh? See, the thing is, it's like, if you remember that anime episode, it had like, I think that guy's name was like Darian or something like that. What was that guy's name? Dario with the Dodrio, remember? And he's like, now Dodrio, let's go! And then they like start fighting over the food, and he's like, what are you guys doing? And they're sitting there, you know, so like I feel like if they made a racing game like that, like every Pokemon would have their advantages, every team, let's call it, trainer with Pokemon, and then some of them could be a Pokemon riding another Pokemon that could like switch, like how Pikachu was on the Squirtle. But they would each have their like advantages, right? So if it's a water type, it would go through the water parts really quickly. And, you know, if it's like a downhill section, the Electrode with the guy, like, with his feet rolling on it would go super fast, just like in the anime episode. You know, pure speed with, like, a Rapidash or some kind of character like Dodrio and stuff. But yeah, Gerard said DLC before a game is out is just scammy. And David said very scammy indeed. That's the thing, is it's like, Honey Badging said new game Pokemon timeshare presentation. That's the Ditto game, right? It's a Pokemon timeshare. But yeah, you know, I gotta agree with you guys. It's like that's really a weird strategy to be like, hey, we have this DLC for, you know, you're not extending the game's life if you just put the DLC right out when it starts. I mean, you're basically just asking people to pay more for the game when it's directly coming out. Like, just let's pay more for the game up front. You know, the game's already, what, on Switch 2 isn't it gonna be $70? I don't know if Switch 1 is gonna be cheaper or whatever. Persona, I actually didn't play Persona. It's so funny because now I feel like I'm saying that about every game here. So I didn't play this, didn't play that. Listen, I played my own set of games. Okay, we have 1 minute left. Is this Smash Brothers? Is this, what are we doing here? Mario horror game, you guys. Persona 3's great. Back to Zero. All right.
Hello?
You guys, I'm scared. This is probably this might be the last announcement after this. Because the direct is ending.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up.
Yeah, Back to Zero said, nah, this will be nothing. It's gonna be, isn't there a game out? This game is out right now, right? I forget what it's called, but it's like some very story-driven, crazy game. What the hell is it called? It's got some, like, book name to it, you know?
Your FBI?
Like something Chronicles, or...
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Yeah, Gerard, I was wondering if it was a Resident Evil game. It is Capcom. You're right, it probably is a new Resident Evil. Shambler said Tomb Raider! Yeah, it is looking more Resident Evil as we keep going.
Stay close to me.
Okay, that looks very Resident Evil. Like that style. Alrighty.
What's wrong? I'll explain later.
I'll explain later. Just shut up. We'll post about it on Twitter. Resident Evil 9 on Switch 2, David? Is that what we doing? Are they really up to 9? Dang.
I've been watching you.
I need to follow Resident Evil closer, man.
You're not like other people, you know.
I played a little bit of 7. It was okay. Was that Loki from the MCU?
Something important.
Oh boy, it's COVID-19. They have an isolation ward. Ah!
Grace.
The Umbrella Corporation.
There's no escaping your destiny.
Yeah, it's just kind of creepy when you say it like that. Resident Evil Requiem. Alright. February 27th. It is a Switch 2 exclusive. Back to Zero saying, please at least be Switch 2 exclusive. Yeah, David says, I'm still surprised they haven't released any of the Coliseum games. I know some people are saying that. Okay, so you have Resident Evil 7 remake or whatever.
The Resident Evil series is launching on Nintendo Switch 2.
What, does Switch get it first? Or has Requiem already come out?
Plus, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, the first in the
that game
series
was
with
crazy.
a first-person perspective. And Resident Evil Village, which broke new ground for the series, also launched the same day.
Alright. Lots of money here.
Thank you for watching so far. Next will be our last announcement.
Okay.
Please take a look.
They have to blow this away. They have to make this amazing, you guys. Switch to exclusive and make it amazing. Does this look like Star Fox? I would say no. Okay, this is what they're hinging their last. Is it a new Fire Emblem?
Warriors, draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. Hear me now
back to Zero.
as I declare that the heroic games have begun.
That's what I was wondering. Is it Fire Emblem? Another franchise I've never played from. Okay. Oh.
I only want to fight so I can save my father's life.
Oh no. See, I don't like games that are like that with like the more chessboard kind of style, like movements.
An unyielding strength for any foe. Sheer strength to uphold the faith I hold dear. Above all, I need the strength to lead my people. Strength enough for a queen!
Yeah, you guys, I am so disappointed.
That I face it again. I must cull it with this blade.
Chess with sex appeal is how I've described it. Shambler's sleeping. He's just like, sleep.
Man I hate so much that simply killing him will not satisfy me.
Yeah, I don't really like games like that. The closest I've gotten to liking them are the Mario and Rabbids, right? Where you're kind of more moving on like a board, let's call it.
And now warm blood is served in a crude cup.
You think I'd let you deny me my feelings?
I refuse to accept it.
I don't know, man. This is not a final announcement type of thing.
On the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the divine sovereign.
I'm so sad.
To you.
Fire Emblem. Fortune's Weave. For Nintendo Switch 2.
The years were long, weren't they?
The years were long. My tits were hard.
Have you forgotten me so soon?
Okay. Yeah, 2026. There is a lot announced for 2026, but what is that system seller, you know?
That was the trailer for Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave, the latest in the series. This intertwining story happens alongside the thrilling, heroic games. What kinds of stories await? Please stay tuned for future updates. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Man, not even a new Mario game announced with like, there was Mario Tennis. I should say new Mario platformer type game. Back to Zero said Nintendo's collapsing. Shambler said, I'm calling it Switch 2 is a bust. I think right now for like 2026, Switch 2 is not looking good. Like they are going to see a sales slump, which sucks. Like I want them to succeed. I really love Nintendo, but they have a major problem of just like sort of resting on laurels and all those Nintendo things. We're going to go back to Tomodachi Life here in a second and we'll talk. You guys can give your comments and I'll read them now. We can be a much more interactive here because we don't have to sit here and like listen to what they're saying in detail. But yeah, this was horribly underwhelming, man. Nothing about Splatoon Raiders. There was a little bit about Metroid, but like, they didn't even say like, we're going to have our own Metroid Direct. You would think that might be coming. And so, yeah, Back to Zero said, see, they sold the Switch 2 on its hardware is what you're saying, but consumers don't fucking care about that. Yeah, that's the thing is your hardware, some people are going to say that they care about it, right? Like, this needs to run at 60 frames and it needs to have this, like, DLSS and it needs to have whatever sort of hardware, tech specs and stuff like that. But then when you release a game, a software lineup that is just stellar, people tend to then not care about that anymore, even if they used to, right? So it's like if you put out that Smash Brothers, like, people are going to get it, and they needed to... They got a lot of 2026 here in the pipeline that we just saw, right? About half of it was Switch 1 as well, so you can still get it on Switch 1, being this game, Tomodachi Life. That's like the best announcement of this whole Direct, in my opinion. But the other thing is that, so you do need to phase out Switch 1 a little bit faster than they're doing it, but you really need that system seller, and so they must be waiting for it in the latter half of 2026, but that's a missed opportunity. We have Holiday coming up, and so it's like, okay, November, they're going to have Kirby Air Riders, and they're going to have Hyrule Warriors, I think wasn't that the November release date? And then they're saying that Metroid Prime in December, but they didn't really show anything for Metroid Prime or say, like, there's a demo. This is the chance. Like, we need that right now. And so it's like, then they say Pokemon. Okay, so like, I'm down with the Pokemon Ditto game, but like, that's not going to be a system seller. It is a Switch 2 exclusive. They probably should have made ZA a Switch 2 exclusive. Like, I know people would hate that, but like, they got to start getting people on board for Switch 2. But I'm not super confident about ZA. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to pre-order it and stuff like that. And so just my thoughts are that we still don't have that kind of big thing, and so that's why I wanted a Star Fox, but that probably wouldn't have been big enough. They needed like a Mario platformer, they needed, especially with the 40th anniversary coming up, like they needed that to just come out swinging, and it needed to look amazing and play amazing. None of this Bonanza DLC, not introducing Pokemon ZA DLC that's available right from the start, because then you have to buy basically the deluxe version of it. You just have to pay more money. We are already all struggling, dude. If you want people to buy the Switch 2, you can't be putting DLC out for a game that's coming out on the same day. This is craziness to me, dude. Like, so I am so disappointed. This is not Nintendo as I know them. When they have an hour-long Direct, usually that they're gonna knock it out of the park. What the hell, man? So, okay, Shambler is saying Nintendo was supposed to be about the games and not the graphics necessarily. It seems like Switch 2 has the better graphics, and now we just need some games. And so I agree. It's just, you don't want there to be a bad taste in people's mouths, right? So, like, that's the only danger about, like, you could say, it's coming later, But you have to be careful to not alienate, that's sort of a Wii U problem. Wii U, a lot of people say that there were many problems, but I think one that's a little bit less spoken of. Sometimes people say, it didn't have any games. It actually had incredible games. It's just where they released them, they didn't have the more steadier flow after, I think, that initial hype. And then they tried to catch up on the back end of that, right? So when Mario Kart 8 came out, they were really pushing it after that. They're like, Mario 3D World, new Star Fox the next year, like Pikmin 3 was in the first, little launch lineup. They had to delay it and stuff. So I guess I'm just saying that, they really needed it to keep pushing through. So, that was one thing about the Wii U that I felt like, they had Splatoon, but that didn't come until about 2015, if I remember correctly. And, we got Splatoon 2 with the launch of the Switch, when that came out, and so the Switch 1. So, yeah, I guess just all things considered, it's this doesn't look good. Switch 2 had the right momentum going, when it first came out. And that was just with Mario Kart World as, the main thing, and we knew Bonanza was coming. And so, I think you had a good pipeline there. But then this is where it's flopping, right? It's maybe Pokemon is, going to be a good thing, but you put it out for Switch 1. Shambler saying, I'm getting ZA on the Switch 1. Back to Zero said, there's probably a new mainline Pokemon game that'll be exclusive to Switch 2. I agree. You said, and they'll port Scarlet and Violet to Switch 2. I think they've already basically done that. They have the improved Scarlet and Violet Switch 2. When you play it on your Switch 2, it's improved. Scarlet and Violet, it was really horrible to me. Scarlet and Violet. So it needed to be on Switch 2's performance, but on the Switch 1, So I'm going to actually turn the volume off here while we kind of figure this out. But Chandler was saying, if they keep making games for Switch 1, it's going to keep that system around longer and longer, because it's true. In this economy, people do not have the incentive, if you're going to make all those games, be also for the Switch 1. So, do you guys notice? In here, we're going to analyze this too. I'm going to make a video about it. I'll probably spend time doing that today, honestly. Can y'all see my... No. So actually, I'm blocking it. So I'm going to take myself away here. But look just above the play button. So look where this preview is. Do you see that face has the paintbrush on it? And so that's what I'm wondering is, are we going to be able to have that kind of Miitopia, close to it, level of customization? Because yeah, they don't show it. So yeah, that's what I was wondering. And so that's my thought, is that we're gonna have some higher level of customization with that paintbrush. So look where I am. Where's my face cam? Here it is. So basically where my right man boob is, it'd be y'all's left. So on this side, you can see that face right there has that paintbrush. And they also have the little stars with that other one. So that's some touch-ups too. So I think that the customization of this is pretty promising, which we thought from the first trailer, But yeah, just as Back to Zero saying, there's more noses. They have a lot more hair options, and you can have a sub color. So you're seeing that, in the corner there, in that direction, and that kind of close to the top right corner of the screen, so you have the sub color of the hair, which is really, that was a great touch. We saw that in that first set of the trailer, in the first set of images and stuff. So yeah, this looks fresh. Tamagotchi Life, that's gonna be fucking amazing. So I'm gonna get on that, you guys. But yeah, Chandler said people are overwhelmingly disappointed. And Back to Zero said, I think Nintendo's forgetting how to be a company. Some people would argue they're being more of the corporate company rather than the company that put the smiles on our faces. That's the thing about Nintendo. It could make even us old fogies, we felt like kids kind of, we felt good when we see their games. And yeah, this is just, this scares me, a little bit, because I think they're resting on the laurels. They're resting on these old habits to some degree, but it's not even necessarily old Nintendo. It is this newer Nintendo that does feel more Doug Bowser rather than Reggie Fils-Aimé. And you guys will know what I'm talking about when I say that. Fils-Aimé, I'm sorry. You should know what I'm talking about, at least if you followed Nintendo in that Wii U to Switch days, with the DS, 3DS and stuff. That was Reggie Fils-Aimé's time, as well as Satoru Iwata. And so Iwata-san really, I think that Nintendo was like happy to play around back then, Remember when the Star Fox announcement for Star Fox on the Wii U was them as the puppets? Remember they had their Muppets like style of puppets. They even had Jim Henson like design those. That was the Nintendo that like played around. They like knew this is what we are, We're this very playful, but like they were, serious about providing great games, but they were all very much in that playful. And even if the game was more, Splatoon or something still has that, but I'm trying to think of like a more hardcore game. None of them are super like violent or whatever. Maybe you just think about like a Metroid or something. They still had that capability of being Nintendo. And right now it's tough. It's not seeming very Nintendo. So that's a huge shame. So you guys, what we're going to do before we leave is we are going to watch the Tomodachi Life trailer without my interruptions to some degree. I'll speak a little bit on it, but let's listen to it again
Nintendo Switch this
with
holiday.
full volume here. So let's see this back. And so yeah, I should be making a video about this soon.
Here, on this small island floating in the sea, are me characters, each living their own carefree lives.
When is the game coming out?
Let's take a look at what's happening in the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream game. You're in charge of this island. You can create me characters of anyone you'd like living here. Base them on a friend, a family member, or even yourself. Once you've chosen their personality and voice,
my name is Anne.
Your me is good to go.
I can't wait to start living here.
The me characters you create will enjoy their island life however they see fit. Wonder what's up?
I'm so hungry.
Food for thought.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Yeah, there's a lot to notice.
Looks like that hit the spot. This me looks bored all by their lonesome. Someone needs a pick-me-up.
Even charcoal with a Granby.
They really hit it off, all thanks to this meetup. This is just a small slice of the life here on the island. Stay tuned for more information in the future.
We interrupt to bring you some breaking news. This just in, following previous reports of a 2026 release date,
yeah,
we
this
can
was
now
good.
confirm that Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, launches next spring. More on this story as it develops.
These voices are crazy. So yeah, that to me, that was the main announcement, just because like they could have had that AAA, huge game, but they didn't. But yeah, we'll finish off now. Back to Zero said, I've never really been a fan of the US me voices. Is that just English me voices, or is it specifically something about US territory? I didn't know if they changed that based on a particular region, like is Europe, different? But yeah, ultimately, like I said, I'll upload a video of this kind of just analyzing everything. There's a lot there. I already saw a ton of things, so I don't want to give all that away. But yeah, so you guys give any last thoughts? So EU and US have different voices? Okay. So yeah, that is interesting to me. We will absolutely be playing Tomodachi Life, you guys. I'll be playing that Ditto game probably, there's gonna be some games from this direct that I'm gonna play, but we all I think are on the same page. So it's unfortunate, man. It is unfortunate. I'll keep having faith in Nintendo as long as they're in the game, you know. I'll keep having faith, but yeah, Fire Emblem was not it, man. That was not the drip we needed of a great AAA game or something. So you guys will go to the ending screen, and I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to anybody that was looking forward to something more, something better. So yeah, I'm so sorry you had to see what I saw here, but I think it'll be okay in the end. They really they gotta step it up. But all right, we've said it all. You guys, much love. Thank you so much for being here with me. It makes it much more fun just to stream these games with you guys and watch the direct with y'all. So thank you so much again. It means a lot to me. Peace. Have a great day.